Every one of them is bogus.
Okay, now walking through. Okay.
Okay.
See you in a little bit, man.
Okay. Let me grab my. Or if you want to come out on a set and watch the show.
I think that'd be exciting.
Okay. Come on out and you can see what watch the beginning from out there, and then when I do the sports, you go in the booth and watch it.
Is that the new tape?
Yeah, that's the one that
The other?
going in. Force it back up.
Okay, Dan, from spending these minutes with you talking about your style and just yourself, I get the feeling that your style and your personality are just about the same.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I think that's what said in the beginning of the interview, that you have to be yourself on television.
Has your enthusiasm ever pretended to say you have a bad day? I've never seen you less than enthusiastic, Dan.
No, it really has. I've never gone out there and put on, because, I'm enthusiastic in different ways. Like, I was a little energetic tonight, but I wasn't very enthusiastic about the Rockets. I kind of said some negative things about them. There are days when you are legitimately feeling ill. I mean, like sick. Like, if it were normal jobs, you wouldn't go to work, where you have to go on and, really put on a different. You can't go in there and look sick. There have been days when I've had to go up and kind of really put a false face on to do that. But basically, I just kind of go out there and I am whatever I feel like that day, and usually I try to make it energetic. Some days more. And see, it's based on the energy level of the stories. I mean, I'm going to be a lot more. I was a lot more enthusiastic when the Oilers beat the Cowboys, because I was excited like everybody else. Or, when they beat San Diego in the playoffs, because I was excited like everybody else. But it's hard to go out there and be excited if they've just lost, or if someone's been hurt. So I just kind of, again, like the average guy sitting at home, that's the way I am on the air, where I think a lot of sportscasters are the same. If they win, they're still here, and if they lose, they're still here. They're never the same. It's, well, the Oilers won or the Oilers lost.
Okay, Dan, finally, on the Anita Martini talk show, I heard you say to a critic, your only critic that night, I think, the reason you were so enthusiastic about the Oilers was because you were always happy. You were happy even washing the dishes.
Yeah.
How do you stay so happy, Dan?
That was probably almost an exaggeration. I am happy most of the time. I do not get down very much, because I basically have this outlook that to be born in this country and live in this country puts you in the top 10. I don't know what our population percentage. It's around 15% of the world's population. So if you're born in this country, period, you're in the top 15% of the world. Even if you're poor in this country, you're better off than a lot of rich people in other countries. So right there, I'm better off than 85% of the people in the world. Then, on top of that, I have my health. And so that puts me up a couple of notches, maybe up to the top 10% in the world. Then I happen to do something for a living that I really always wanted to do and always dreamed about, which very few people get to do. So that puts me up maybe around the top 5%. And on top of that, life has been good to me in many other ways, family and friends and some material things. I mean, I'm not wealthy, but I mean, I have just about everything I want, and I mean, it's come through hard work. It's not because I make a lot of money. I've learned and saved and gone to school and all those things. So, on the scale of everyone else in the world, I'm probably in the top 3 or 4%. I'm better off than 97% of the people in the world. So how can I be very negative, or how can I be very down? Or whenever I am, I just sit back and realize that. So that's how I kind of stay happy, because how can you feel bad when you've got it better off than most people in the world? And I don't don't say that
Mm.
in a bragging way. I just happen to be God's been good to me, and it's it's been all by accident. I was born in this country, and
So you're a patriot, Dan.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mm.
I love it. And I really, I said one night on the air, I cheer John Wayne movies. I really do, and I like to salute the flag, and if 50,000 people sing the national anthem at a sporting event, I kind of get choked up over that. And in fact, my highlight moment of the Super Bowl this year was not the game, but the singing of the national anthem before the game, because it was one of the greatest renditions I'd ever heard. I don't even know who sang it, and it was a lot. It was really nice. 50,000 people, 100,000 people singing the national anthem, and so yeah, that's how I kind of stay up.
And incidentally, Dan, I'm one of your fans, and I think you're a great sportcaster.
There you go.
Thank you, Dan.
Appreciate it. Have I ever talked about in class much? Have I been held up for? Some people have told
To
me.
be honest,